Well everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 and see how this particular watch holds up in the middle part of 2024. Now, the big thing I will definitely tell you in my personal opinion is that I love this particular watch, and I still think in so many different ways it has so much capability and so much quality. And if I'm going to go through and pick up any sort of watch, I think this is still a very good option. It's not a perfect watch, but I think it's still worth buying. And I definitely will tell you, if you're in the market, please consider buying a watch like this. If you have no Galaxy Watch or no watch in general, and you have an Android device, these are very good watches with a lot of capability, and you can't really go wrong with these things. I've already done a review of this thing earlier on this year, but even looking at later on this year, this thing is still a very, very good watch to go ahead and buy. If you want to pick it up, links are down in the description. You can get that from there, and you can help support the channel at the exact same time. Now, the big thing I want to hit on is that the size of these watches are still very, very nice. You have the 40mm watch, and you have the 44mm watch as well. You can get them in black, green, silver, black, pink, gold, silver for the three 40mm sizes. And I like both these watch sizes a lot. There's so much capability behind them for sure, and that's one thing I like a lot about it. You have the side buttons, you have the wireless charging pad on the back, and the thing I love the most about these particular watches is that you have the capability to actually reverse wireless charging these particular watches from your Samsung phone. So this is by far one of my favorite things going on for this particular watch. If I'm going to go through and pick up one of these watches, it is by far one of my most favorite things to do is to just charge my watch from my phone. And you can do that within this particular watch, which is so cool to do. So this in and of itself is a really cool thing that you have the option of doing in this particular device. On top of that, it's still a very good premium watch, and it looks very similar to the current generation of watches that we have right now. So it's not really that far off either, and I definitely will tell you from that side, this is a very good looking watch without a doubt. On top of that, from the feature side of things, you're still getting a ton of features built inside of this particular watch as well. So for one, you're still getting a good chipset inside and a good amount of RAM. That's very comparable to the current generation of watches we have right now. And everything that you do in a watch, you can do on this thing for the most part. So the basic things that I typically do with my smartwatch, it's pretty basic. All I really do is that I go through and I track my workouts. I go ahead and if I need to check my notifications, if somebody's calling me or something, I can go ahead and check all that stuff within these particular watches. And it is a very nice thing to have. I love having that type of capability, and you're essentially getting that on these types of watches, which again is a very, very nice thing to have. I love having that on these types of watches. Beyond that though, there's still some other things that you can kind of do on these watches too. There's still, lots of applications you can download. And I think the big thing, like I said, for me is tracking my workouts and kind of going from there. But even if you're going day to day and you don't currently use a watch, just checking your steps in and of itself can be a really big thing that could actually probably motivate you to actually use one of these things and use them on an everyday basis. It is actually a very, very common thing that a lot of people do is to check these things from their watches. And I'm telling you, it's a very big thing without a doubt. So I will tell you, so far, the big thing that we've gotten is that we've gotten 2 successors of this thing. But from my early on review this year to now, we've gotten some Wear OS updates and stuff. And it's still a very good watch that I recommend people to buy. It's still very powerful. It has so much stuff going for it. And I would highly recommend the average person to go ahead and buy a watch like this if you're still in the market and you need to buy one. So in terms of that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.